My name is Matt Frana, a project coordinator for the Upper Iowa Watershed Management Authority. The Upper Iowa Watershed Management Authority is made up of city and county organizations that are in the Upper Iowa Watershed. So we got people from like county supervisors, city officials. We also got soil and water conservation district representatives that they all come together to meet and talk about issues within the Upper Iowa Watershed and ways to, I guess, combat these issues. So the main goals of the organization are to reduce flooding in the Upper Iowa Watershed through doing projects like this where we can store water up in the landscape and slow water after heavy rain events going down to the river and causing flood damage. Other goals that go along with this also are improving water quality by reducing sedimentation into the river and just making the river cleaner through nutrient reduction and fluid reduction. The reason why we chose this site is the landowner actually had heard about the project and contacted me to see if there was potential to do anything out here. We came out, took a look at the site. One of the things we really got to be aware of being northeast Iowa with karst topography is depth to bedrock, quality soils to build with, and so we went and checked that all out, and this looked like a pretty ideal spot for a pond type structure like the landowner was looking for. So we continue to pursue planning on it, and I guess that's where we're at today with it. So these practices work to meet the project goals in flood reduction because we're controlling with this project. We'll be controlling about 175 acres of watershed. After a 10-year rain event, which is 4.5 inches in 24 hours, we'll have a 90% reduction in stream flow, and then up to a 50-year rain event, which would be 6.5 inches in 24 hours, we would have a 70% reduction in stream flow. So, like I had mentioned, the main project goals are to reduce stream flow into the Upper Iowa and help prevent flooding. So this project here will actually control 175 acres of the watershed. In addition to the flood reduction benefits, it will also control sediment coming down through here, so it'll be less sediment going down into the streams. So additional wildlife benefits would be, it'll be a good spot for ducks, migrating birds coming through to stop at. There's not any of that right in this area. It'll also probably support fish for the landowner, I guess more of a recreational opportunity for him. We're also going to be adding some native prairie to some of the disturbed areas outside the pool area, which that'll enhance wildlife habitat for insects and pollinators and other birds, I guess. We got several more of these pond type projects going in. Also, in addition with this site, we're also putting a sediment basin up the valley a little bit further and redoing the waterway. And so that'll help control sediment going into this structure and help the longevity of it. We're also working with the county to find spots where there's roads that have dips in the gravel roads, where we can actually build up those roads and modify the culverts to hold water behind those roads. And so I'm pretty excited about getting some of those projects in. We're looking to get some of them bid yet this fall and then start construction on them next spring when conditions are right.
I'm Tom Beard.
And I'm Maren Beard. We're at Luna Valley Farm in Decorah, Iowa.
We're in a sub-watershed of the Upper Iowa River, and we have Canoe Creek flowing through our farm. And with increased rainfall events, we were seeing more flooding in our neighborhood. And that was affecting the productivity of parts of our farm, and also was causing damage on our farm and for neighbors downstream. So we're kind of caught our attention that they're doing projects to help deal with some of that stuff. It was recently completed, so we haven't had any really big rainfall events since, but it's designed to slow down runoff, which is the main thing, so it'll, keep water on our farm longer and just prevent flooding, hopefully.
I think it's been a great process. We tell everyone we know how wonderful Matt was to work with. So detail oriented and just really on top of things and great at communicating the whole time. And you know, we had to work with our neighbor. Ours was really complicated because we had an easement we had to do because part of it's going to pool on his farm if it rains a lot. So we had to really work through a lot of those details and legal details. And Matt was persistent and helped get us through it. And the bid process was really interesting. And the contractors did a fabulous job really respecting our property when they were here. And we're really happy overall with the way things turned out and the way that things went throughout the whole project time.